Peace, 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 you guys. Welcome back. This is my immediate reaction to UFC 315. Man, it just ended maybe about 30 minutes ago. Actually, I'm low-key disappointed that Dana didn't show up. He sent, the other guy up there. But yeah, UFC 315 is a wrap. I think overall, it was a very successful card. If you've seen some of the videos that I put out, I kind of was like saying like, dang, like, the name value wasn't there. And it was really top heavy. But overall, I think that it delivered. But let's go ahead and get my instant reaction to UFC 315. Before we do, I do have to let y'all know that y'all need to join VIP. We have been absolutely cooking. I absolutely cooked this weekend on UFC 315, but also on a lot of different sports, right? But you guys, link down below, join VIP. Also, here's this is pretty much the same slide from last time, so I haven't been able to update these, but the wins are absolutely ridiculous on VIP. If you guys have any questions, I'll probably be making a video about VIP and premium and all of that, and the AI separate from my reaction videos. And of course, like I said, all of these trades or all of these bets have been taken through player profit, just because you get more bang for your buck. You get to have a bigger bankroll, and as far as I'm concerned, that's what I'm here for. And over here is just actually I'll be going into more about player profit, but all of that is down in the bio. If you guys have any questions, just comment. I'll be more than happy to answer. Watch my first video. And of course, if you guys are like, I don't really know what player profit is, but I know what underdog is, I know what sleeper is, I know what better is, I know Wonder Parlay, any of those DFS apps, go ahead and use code SCRAP and you can get up to $1,500 in bonuses, right? So if you put in 15, they'll give you back 15. So go ahead and sign up for those apps and use my code. Now let's get into it. And new. Can you believe it? Your boy Jack Della Maddalena pulled it off. I thought that it was a great performance by him. Not gonna lie, as you guys know, I already started off by saying that I thought that Jack was gonna get cooked. I thought Bilal Muhammad was gonna do what Bilal Muhammad does, but Bilal did not do what Bilal Muhammad does. Instead, he really did go inside there and box with him, right? First of all, let's give some respect to Bilal Muhammad. Please, you guys, just put some respect on his name. He went out there, he performed. It got fight of the night. It was a fantastic fight. That fifth round was crazy. They were trading shots. Jack looked like he's in a car accident. Bilal Muhammad looks like he was in a car accident. It was overall great fight and a great performance from Jack. A great performance from Jack from the very start. His takedown defense was superb. It was beautiful. Muhammad just wasn't able to really get his hands on him or be able to take him down or to really implement his game plan in it. One thing I did want to say, as soon as he did the walkout and he was dancing and moving his hips and stuff, I sent a text message to everybody. I said, hey, I don't know about this. Let me tell y'all exactly what I said. I said, Bilal out here dancing and moving his hips got me thinking he's going to fumble the bag for everybody. I don't know if y'all would be able to see that. But yeah, low-key, it was too much. And my homeboy was like, oh, you think he's too confident? I was like, he's too confident and way too comfortable. A little bit of fear goes a long way. I don't think that he really feared Jack Della enough. I don't really think that he put enough respect on Jack Della Maddalena's name. But now, and new, I think at the end of it, Bilal knew that he lost. I'm excited to see what happens now that Bilal didn't win. Does he fight Islam? Does Islam fight Charles? I mean, now we got, a lot of moving pieces. Of course, I feel like as fans, we all wanted to see Ilya versus Islam, but Islam did say that he's not vacating his belt. So maybe he's just going to get his opportunity at 170 up against Jack. I don't know. There's a lot of moving pieces, but shout out to Jack. He really went out there. This is a perfect example of right place, right time, and being prepared, right? He was supposed to fight Leon Edwards, sorry ass, last month. And instead, he gets moved into this position. He says yes. He shows up. and he shows out and he wins the belt. He's now the UFC welterweight champion. And there's not many people in this world that'll ever be able to hold that title. So shout out to Jack. And still, baby, I told you guys Valentina Shevchenko should have never been the underdog in this fight. I don't know what they were smoking. Now, I will say, Mignon put on a much better fight than I thought she would. She looked good. Yeah, she looked really good, but Val just looked better. And Val went out there and did what Val does, which is win. Just find a way to win. From the opening round when Val punched her, next, my girl Natalia Silva, and I'm gonna get to Natalia because Natty did what Natty does, and I hope that people who've never seen her before had the opportunity to be like, damn, like, who is this chick? I really like that. So shout out to Val, 37 years old, putting on and just a complete mixed martial artist. Mignon, I think that she definitely has a possibility of being champion. She didn't get it this crack, but I could definitely see her coming back and being able to be champion at some point after Natalia Silva, of course. And the King of Rio. Listen, guys, there's nothing more frustrating than watching Jose Aldo get robbed for the third fucking time. It happened against Marlon Moraes. It happened against Mario Batista. And then tonight against the evil Ariel Helwani, Ayman Zahabi. I'm still upset about this fight. Like, out of all the fights on the whole card, I'm upset about this fight in particular because Jose Aldo won that fight. And I don't know how else. I don't know how you give it to Zahabi. At minimum, if you wanna lean towards him, make it a draw. But Jose Aldo won that fight, and it's unfortunate. Shout out to him. He retired again. Hopefully, he stays retired. But he looked amazing, and it's funny because I had a decision parlay, which we'll get to. But I had a decision parlay, and I texted my brother. I texted Jace and CJ, and I was like, yo, somebody tell Aldo that, like, I need this to go to decision. And I needed him to win because he was on the plus 803 parlay that ended up not hitting. But, yeah, shout out to Jose Aldo. Just a complete legend, a complete fighter, and just a joy to the absolute sport. It's a shame that he just keep getting robbed. Like, I understand why he don't have it in him anymore. If that was me, I wouldn't have it in me anymore either. Pause. But yeah, shout out to Jose Aldo, and then let's get to it. And next, my girl Natalia Silva will be the next flyweight champion. I told you guys what she was gonna do to Alexa Grasso. Alexa had no idea where Natalia Silva was in that fight. She was confused. It was just a typical Natalia Silva performance. If you've never seen Natalia before, if you've never really watched her fights, you're welcome. You're welcome. What a treat. Like I said from the beginning, I have been screaming Natalia Silva's name since the beginning, since her very first fight when she went up against Jasmine Jazz Davidicus. It was an absolute masterclass. Go back and watch that. Go back and watch all her fights. There's some finishes in between there. It ain't gonna take a long time, but this was a masterclass. Clearly stamped her, stamped her ticket for the next title fight. And I look forward to her versus Valentina. And listen, this is my girl. Like, the same way Max Holloway is my guy, this is my girl. I'm riding with her until she retires. Like, I'm already telling y'all right now, future bet, Natalia Silva. And next, let's go ahead and talk about the picks. I told y'all, if they don't hit, come back on the video and say, you suck. Well, yes, none of them hit. None of them hit. None of the little fun parlays hit. Okay. The first one, Natalia Silva versus Brad Katona. Listen, Brad Katona fucked over so many people in 20 seconds. In 20 seconds, Brad Katona got cooked, and it was absolutely over for us all. So that one didn't hit. All right, cool. It is what it is. Let's move on to the second one. Actually, we're going to move on to this one right here. Jessica Andrade and Jasmine is over 2.5. Hey, somebody told Jasmine, end it early, get it up out of here. Instantly killed that bet. And then, of course, I had Jose Aldo over 56.5 strikes. I believe he did get the over on that. Let me go ahead and take a look and see if he got the over for strikes, which I still can't believe that they robbed him. That's just absolutely crazy. As of right now, as far as stats are showing, Jose Aldo landed 68, so he did hit the over on that. Natalia Silva landed 65. Are you kidding me? So I needed her for the over of 66.5 significant strikes. So, and sometimes these might update because like the stats aren't necessarily, but it would have been a loss. I don't know about that. So that one wouldn't have hit. And then Bilal Muhammad money line did not hit. And then move over to the one that I could just taste the plus 803 hitting. I could taste the bets hitting. We have Bilal Muhammad, Valentina Shevchenko, Jose Aldo, and Natalia Silva. Oh, I didn't have Sterling on this one. Okay, there's another one that I had where I had Sterling on it. I guess it wasn't this one. It might have been through a different bookie. Obviously, these are the ones that I'm showing that were on Player Profit because I got a bigger bankroll on Player Profit as opposed to I use BetMGM, William Hill, Boyd, and Stations. But on those, I got a little bankroll. So it ain't as cool, but it was. Anyways, none of these hit, but what did end up hitting, let me show you guys like what my actual pick was. So last week I told you guys to send me a message me UFC 315, and I will go ahead and get you guys the complete picks. Prior to the day before, I always just send out a message to one of my groups and let them know every single pick that I have on the whole card. I went 9-3. Technically, this Jose fight still has me hot because Jose should have won that, so I should have went 10-2. But I had Brad Antonia. I called Daniel Santos upset. I got Mark. I got Navajo Sterling, Modesto, Jasmine, Mike, BSD, Natalia, and Valentina. Couldn't help Bilal. I mean, like Bilal just straight up just lost. But let's take a look. Like if y'all would have messaged me on Instagram and y'all would have got these for the free ski, y'all would have got these free picks. Let's look at the straight picks that I took that you could have capitalized on because they all hit except for Brad Katona, right? So Mike Malott, Navajo Sterling, Natalia Silva, Bilal. Oh yeah, I forgot Bilal lost. Damn. Oh my God, remember the name. It is no pun intended. So Bilal did not hit. Modestas, Marc Andre, and Valentina Shevchenko. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 out of the 8 that I gave straight picks hit. I don't know how you don't make profit there, right? The value dogs to watch out for. Both the dogs was barking. Both the dogs hit. Shout out to Daniel Santos. That was a good fight. The parlay, just the regular straight up parlay hit. Malott, Sterling, and BSD. Hey, and shout out to BSD. I know I didn't cover him, but he went out there. He got a win. He needed to get the win. And he got it. So plus 123 hit. The long shot, obviously, with Silva, Aldo, Shevchenko, Sterling, Muhammad. That one did not hit. I'm sad. But the decision parlay did. The decision parlay hit. Bilal and Jack, fight goes the distance. Alexa and Natalia, over 2.5. Valentina and Mignon, fight goes the distance. And Jose and Amen, fight goes the distance. So we had a really good night. Once again, this is why you definitely want to join the VIP so that you can get these picks, so that you can tap in. Yeah, the VIP is where it's at. Overall, I thought UFC 315 was absolutely amazing. I'm shocked that it was actually amazing. And I hope at the end of this, Bilal Muhammad gets his flowers, that people just put some respect on his name. Even though he doesn't get a title defense. Hey, once a champ, always a champ. I don't think that you have to defend your title in order to be considered a real champ. Just like, and if y'all haven't, check out the podcast, because I almost feel like Jason M is going to try to say that he's not a real champ, but like they keep saying that interim champs are, which is crazy to me. Anyways, check the podcast out every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific time. We put out a podcast shooting the shit. Go ahead, click the link right down there in the bio. It will have everything that you need to join VIP, to sign up for Player Profit, and to get this money. That's it. That's what I'm here for. Until then, we are out. Peace.